Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Marrakesh, a big city in Morocco, and I will share with you some places that you can visit in Marrakesh. So I'm going to share with you my screen. So Marrakesh, it's a Moroccan city that has a long history, culture, and it's very famous for in terms of tourism. And to show you where it is located, Marrakesh, you can, as you see, here is a Moroccan map, and you can see Marrakesh here in the Atlas Mountains. So Casablanca here, when you came from abroad, in general, you come from to Casablanca, but you can come also if you are in Europe or some other places. You can come directly to Marrakesh. Like in France, you can come to airport, Marrakesh Menara Airport. So Morocco is worth your valuable vacation time because it's a beautiful country that not only attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors annually, but also documentary and movie makers. In this capsule, we are going to talk about all these stuffs. So thanks to its proximity to the Atlas Mountains and the miles and miles of nearby Sahara Desert, it's not surprised that the city has served as a playground for action movie directors like Martin Scorsese, whose Marrakech-based film The Last Temptation of Christ. I'm going to mention some movies because there is a lot other movies, but I will just mention some of them. There is also The Jewel of the Nile that was filmed in many locations in Morocco, including Marrakesh. So, and the casting was very included Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. It was filmed on 1985. There is, of course, James Bond series with Timothy Dalton, who featured in the successful The Living Daylights, who was filmed in Marrakesh and Tangier in 1987. Over the years, the love story has also been as much about Marrakesh, with films like 1998's Hiduskinki, also called Marrakesh Express. So there was with Kate Winslet, Saïd Taghmaoui is a Moroccan famous actor. Pierre Clémenti and Amidou. He was very known with his films, international films, but especially in France. Go back. You know the film Alexander with Angelina Jolie and other actors. There is also Marrakesh has been known the last decades with the Marrakesh International Film Festival. So many actors were rewarded. We see here in the picture. Robert De Niro and Robert Redford, Keanu Reeves. Also, I just want to mention that the series Sex and the City 2, the palace where it was filmed, it's not in Dubai, but in Marrakesh. The series was filmed, Sex and the City here. Oh, and this is in taking a pose in the same place. And here is not in Marrakesh, but not far from Marrakesh, in the desert near dunes of Erksheby. We can see the actresses of Sex and the City are filming in the desert of Merzouga. And here is another picture from the same place. So it's the same place actually. There has been luxury hotel boom in Marrakesh, but shop around and you can find behind hidden high walls and imposing gates in Riyadh for rent, Marrakesh apartments for rent in Marrakesh, villas to rent Marrakesh, or even guest house with a beautifully decorated courtyard and rooms for less. So we can find all kind of prices, very luxury hotels, but also some good opportunities. And I will show you later that many stars and celebrities, they come to visit Marrakesh and they can go in where they go. So just quickly, some movies that were shot there, that was some movie that were shooted in Marrakesh. You can see Men in Black International with Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson. That was in 2019. Impossible Mission with Tom Cruise and Rogue Nation. I mean the Rogue Nation. It was filmed in many places in location in the world, but also in like London, Vienna, but also in Casablanca in Morocco, Rabat in Morocco, and Marrakesh. Many other films. Marrakesh is known, or Morocco in general is known for movies that were made in Morocco. We see here The Man Who Knew Too Much with James Stewart and Doris Day. There is Marrakesh Express and Exit Marrakesh and many others. Here there's a picture where spotted in the Jemaa el-Fnaa Square, former United States President Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary Clinton. We can see Shakira visiting Marrakesh with her family. Here, Shakira is shopping in the souk or the old Medina. In the old Medina, we can find many opportunities, many things to buy, from carpets or traditional stuffs. Madonna, she came to Morocco and she celebrates her, I think so, her 60 years old birthday. And it was in Marrakesh. And you can see here she is wearing some Moroccan stuff from the south. In her head, you can see this is a traditional. I think that ladies the ladies in Morocco, in the south of Morocco, they are wearing on their head. And here she is with her group celebrating the anniversary. And many others celebrities. There is David Beckham and his wife Victoria, who celebrated his 40th birthday in Marrakesh. There is Yves Saint Laurent, who I will show you later that he loved Marrakesh and even bought the beautiful Jardin Majorelle. So when you come to Morocco, it's worth it to visit this Jardin. It's a very beautiful garden. And not to forget to mention Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who was a fan of Marrakesh, and he stayed at La Mamounia, which is a big, very luxury hotel in Marrakesh. I will show you some pictures later. And he was a painter. He painted many paintings, including the Minari of Kutubia, that he will later offer to U.S. President Roosevelt. And there is also Portuguese footballer Cristiano Ronaldo, for the people who likes soccer. So he visited Morocco many times. Here you can see the very, very luxury hotel Al Mamounia. There is a lot of luxury hotels in Marrakesh, but this one is very famous. I was talking about Winston Churchill, who used to stay here in this hotel. And you can see in the second picture a beautiful countryside around this hotel. So what you can do in Morocco, I will make you some suggestion. Well, first, Morocco in general and Marrakesh are known for traditional stuffs that are known everywhere, and for people who want to decorate their home, there is a lot of stuffs you can buy from here, whether it's purses or babouche, which is like slippers, kind of slippers, Moroccan slippers. There is mirrors, a lot of stuff. So the Medina, why we call it the Medina, it is the old historic part of town, because in Marrakesh we can find the modern part, but also the historic part. And in each city in Morocco we have this Medina, which is the historic part of the city. In general, it has the high stone walls. Souks or Medina are the traditional marketplaces and often divided into sections for the various trades. You'll see herbalists, spice sellers, metal workers, tanners, and food markets congregated on trade-specific streets. There are myriad shopping opportunities. So you can see it's very colorful, and people love this place to shop. It's kind of Alibaba cavern. You can find things that you can find anywhere else in the world. So you can see Moroccan lamp, Moroccan very, very it's people who likes decoration, they like this kind of lamp. And I mentioned earlier the babouche in French, but you can see slippers, leather slippers. It's leather slippers. There are for men and for women. Here we can see some for women, but there are also for men. It's very comfortable, and in general, it's used in this kind are used at home, but they can be used also when going outside. Some carpets, Moroccan carpets. And you can see traditional handicraft, rich fabric and aromatic spices. Moroccan is known for its aromatic spices, so you will be served here in Marrakesh and everywhere in a big city in Morocco, in general in Morocco. This place is worth to visit. Actually, it's an incontournable. It's something that you can't miss when you visit Morocco. This large square, which name is Jemaa el-Fnaa place, Jemaa el-Fnaa. It is at the entry to the Medina. It is the center of Marrakech life. It's very, very, there is a lot of actions in this place. So the Jemaa el-Fnaa, we can call it assembly place of the nobodies. It's a vibrant hub of bric-a-brac stalls, musicians, storytellers, fortune tellers, and snake charmers that springs into life from late afternoon daily, with entertainment carrying on until midnight. So all the day until midnight there is action and entertainment, and I will show you some pictures. So here you can see a monkey player or trainer. Here you can see a very, very old picture. You can see some acrobacies, and the kid is doing an acrobacies. And here in Jemaa el-Fnaa, you can also see a young or group of people doing acrobacies and entertaining people. There's also a lot of staffs and services that are offered in this place, like dental care, traditional medicine, fortune telling, as I said, preaching, and even henna tattooing. When you know this tattooing with henna, which is natural herb. There is, we will see later, there is water carrying that can give you water to drink. Fruit and traditional food may be bought. In addition, one can enjoy mini performance by storytellers, poets, snake charmers, Berber musicians. Like here, we can see Berber musicians. Here it's more Ginawa. You can see in the picture. There is a Ginawa singers and dancers here too. And we can see, like I mentioned, the snake charmers. So this is an activity that is very old, and you can see here in this picture. So you can see the cobra and the snakes are charmed when hearing music from the guy who is charming them. Traditional musician, actually it's Gnawa musician. Here there is a water peddler in the Jemaa el-Fnaa. And I mentioned to say, I forgot to mention that Jemaa el-Fnaa is a square is part of the UNESCO World Heritage. And you can see here the water peddler. He has some special wearing, traditional wearing, and he is holding water, and he can give you some fresh water. Also, you can, if you are thirsty, you can go, and there's a lot of at the northeast side of Square Jemaa el-Fnaa, close to the souk entrance. There is usually a row of orange juice stalls. In the evening, they glow orange with the strong lights. The price of an orange juice glass is 4 dirhams, which is less than $1. Actually, it's less than half a dollar, and very good quality. And you can also eat. Well, there is restaurants very, I mean, you can find all kind of restaurants, very from high quality and I mean very expensive ones, but also very accessible and very cheap. Like here in the Jemaa el-Fnaa, there is a big place when you can have good food, and you can see some pictures. And people are enjoying their lunch at this place, especially at night. You can enjoy the Moroccan gastronomy because, as you know, it's Moroccan gastronomy is undeniably exquisite. And you can enjoy also Moroccan mint tea. There is a lot of terraces around the Jemaa el-Fnaa Square or Jemaa el-Fnaa Place, and you can have a nice view from these terraces. You can enjoy your mint tea, or you can even have a dessert or have sandwich or whatever you want. You can also sometimes in Marrakesh they organize horse riding, folkloric horse riding, what we call fantasia. So it's worth it to see this kind of fantasia. And you can see here at night in the Jemaa el-Fnaa Square. In the morning and at the day, you have snake charmers, monkey players, storytellers, and all kind of activities. At night, it's more calm, and you can enjoy your dinner here, or sit on the terraces surrounding the terrace, the square. So I'll show you some terraces. This one is very known. You can see here. It's called Les Terrasses de l'Alhambra. And you have a nice view from here. It's a nice spot to see what is going on the square. Here you can see the Kutubia Tower. I will tell you about this because if you have been already at Sevilla in Spain, there is La Giralda. La Giralda was built by Moroccan kings at the 12th century. Morocco. It was built by the Almohad, and it's really they look the same actually because they were made by this, at the same period. Here you can see a picture. You can see Marrakesh, some snow on top of the mountains. In general, Marrakesh, it's very warm. It's even very hot, but some kilometers on the suburb, and you can even there is a skiing station, which is on the Ocre mountain. This is Ocre mountain. Another picture of Kutubia Tower. It was founded in, like I said, 12th century in 1147 by the Almohad Caliph. And I said it likely inspired other buildings such as the Giralda of Seville and the Hassan Tower of Rabat. There are three towers that are like twins, and they look like each other because they were built but the same at the same period, but the same the dynasty, Almohad Caliph. So this one, it was the first one, then the Giralda and the Hassan Tower in Rabat, which is the capital of Morocco, Rabat. And you can see the same architecture, really the same architecture. You can see here another picture. It's good to say that you can visit Marrakesh different ways. You can rent a car. You can go. You can catch a taxi, but you can also go on calèche, what we say, on riding and horses, and it can take you anywhere in Marrakesh. Here we can see that they are just close to El Koutoubia. Majorelle Garden. I think I mentioned this. It's a very famous garden with a lot of colors, And this Majorelle Garden it was bought by Yves Saint Laurent in 1980. It's exotic. It's very exotic wonder which attracts crowds from all over the world. So to see, of course, huge plants, and you can also enjoy them or discover the Moorish style of the Moorish style house. It's a must-see attraction in Morocco for any time of a year, and yeah, it's very good to go. And I will show you some pictures. It's very you can discover the Moroccan Moorish architecture. Like here, you can see. And also you can discover the plants. Very colorful. So today the gardens and villa remain one of the most visited and enjoyed places in Marrakesh. The Majorelle Garden also acts as a Berber museum in the bottom floor atelier of Jacques Majorelle. It's open to the public, and so other pictures just to show you this beautiful place. Les Jardins de Majorelle, or Majorelle Gardens. So it's a must to see when you come to Marrakesh. And also, like I said, for the Kutubia, there are mini horse and carriage ride with the Majorelle Garden. Sorry, I was saying there is a horse and carriage ride that can lead you everywhere in Marrakesh, and among the place that can visit it, it's Majorelle Garden. Also some picture, and you can see here there is a line, and there is a lot of disponibility and availability, so it's not as crowded as I mean there is a lot of the service is very available, so you can find horse riders. Other thing to do in Marrakesh is to visit the Madrasa Ben Youssef. It's a Madrasa. It's a very it's a school, or you can see yes, it's a school. Very historical. It was completed in 1565. It was under the Saadian dynasty, which is not. It was after the Almohad, and so you can see the architectures, and you can visit this monumental place. And here you can see the Bahia Palace. It's another place to visit. It was built in the late 19th century, and it was the residence of the Grand Vizier, or you can see Vizier is a minister. And yeah, it's a place, very nice place to see. And you can see marble in the courtyard, and also inside you can see the internal courtyard, and the plants like citrus trees. It is very calm. For people who likes to do some outdoor activities, but also you can do the Atlas Mountain Quad Biking Tower from Marrakesh. It's you can go on Google. There's a lot of people that offer this kind of service. So it could be done by in general in a group, and you go exploring the Marrakesh suburb, and near Ukaimden mountain. Another activity very interesting to do is to the hot air balloon ride. And you can see, you can enjoy the Marrakesh countryside and even have dinner or lunch inside the balloon. As I mentioned before, Moroccan food is very known and famous around the world. And some people likes to know how to cook in a Moroccan way, Moroccan style. So there is some courses, Moroccan cooking class in Marrakesh. So it's very interesting as activity, and you can discover Moroccan spices and how to make some special recipes. Morocco is known for couscous, but there's a lot of other recipes, other meals, like Moroccan soup harira, or Moroccan tagines. There's a lot of tagines, like with apricot or plum. And in Marrakesh, especially, there is a tangia. Tangia, it's kind of Moroccan, Marrakesh typical food. So it's very, very, there's a lot of variety of foods. I will show you some, well, there is Marrakesh, which is the old Medina, but there is the city. So you can find anything you want. It's really a kind of city which is modern, but at the same time it keeps its traditions, and the two sides of the city are living together in harmony. No problem with the other pictures. You can see here a lot of trees and a lot of gardens. It's a very beautiful city, actually, and a very good weather. You can see still some architecture. Oh, I forgot to mention that maybe you noticed already that Marrakesh is called as la cité ocre, the ochre city, which is because all the walls are in this color. All Marrakesh walls and the buildings, they are all in this color. Another picture. You see the same color everywhere. This is the only city in Morocco that has the same color everywhere, and it's this color with some nuance sometimes, but in general it's the same. I won't say red, but ocre. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this. Tower in Marrakesh, and I forgot to mention that the picture behind me, it's in Marrakesh, and you can see the mountains, and yes. So thank you for your listening, and see you next time for another capsule. Have a nice day. Thank you.